Hello, everybody. Welcome to Poly Games. I'm your host, Joseph, and today we're giving out our first impressions of Tom Clancy's The Division. This isn't a review. I'm just going to talk about the things I like so far and some things I don't like from The Division. A review will be sometime later on this week or early next week. So, that being said, let's talk about what I like about The Division. So far, the story's actually pretty good. I wasn't expecting a good story whatsoever. The premise is great, right? There's been a biological attack in New York City, and whoever isn't diseased is fighting for food and power. Gangs are ruling the streets, psychopaths are walking the streets, and it's all out anarchy. And you're the last stand of justice and liberty left in the city. So it's your job. The whole point of this game is to restore order in the city. There's no overarching bad guy, as from what I've seen so far. Um, but the more depth you get in this game is by the items and things you pick up in the game tell more of the story than actually the cutscenes itself. So it kind of lends itself to that Dark Souls esque and Destiny like vibe where the items are explaining the story and what happened. So you're picking up things like cell phones, camcorders, files, dog tags from missing agents, and they're giving you pretty much a story of what went down, what it was like in New York at the time before and after the attack. So I really like that. The thing I don't like about the story are the characters and the voice actors. Some of the characters are either hit or miss, and that's the same thing goes with the voice actors. There's one of the voice actors you meet right off the bat. He gives you the first few missions in this game. Is really irritating. I hated every time he talked. His voice did not match his body. He sounded like a child. He didn't sound like a grown man, like he was a soldier. He sounded like he was a 16-year-old kid. With that being said, there's some voices or some dialogue actually by one of the main protagonists, the leader of the division, that is like of that of a 80s action movie. Like, if we win this, I'll buy you a beer. Or when we win this, or they told us not to get emotionally attached to anybody, but I'm attached. I'm attached to this city. I'm like, oh, cheesy, no, stop. But then there's some like side characters that you meet. Like, there's a military personnel who's also a soap opera actor, like daytime actor, and he's talking about his roles as being a spy in some type of fucking show that he was just doing, and how it's so much similar to like what you do. And he's hilarious. I liked him. He made me laugh. There's another character, an old woman who acts like your mother, who's like a quest giver as well, who's acting like your mother. It's actually really great. When they're trying not to capture that overly serious tone is where this game really shines, right? Like, we know it's bad here in New York City. You don't have to stress upon it. You don't have to go, oh, things are really shitty here, but we're New Yorkers and we'll get through anything together type of nonsense that the game keeps on nailing on the head at times. At least to me, that's what I get. So with that being said, let's move along to the thing that people actually care about, and that's gameplay. And that's where this game shines the most. The gameplay is fucking phenomenal. This, so far, gameplay-wise, is the best game I've played this year. Talking about just the gameplay alone. It reminds me very similar of that when you're in a third-person perspective in Rainbow Six Vegas. It has that type of vibe when you're shooting the guns. It feels like you're shooting a gun. There's actual recoil to it. So you gotta really time your shots. You gotta really learn each weapon and build modifications to each weapon to make them good. They're not just like the best right off the bat. That being said, too, I played this offline and I played this online with friends, and it was just as much fun playing it alone as I was having with friends. And that's a big thing, like other games like Destiny that have this like weird multiplayer setup. It's not as fun when you're playing alone as if it was with friends, and it's just as fun. You can play totally this game right now so far, totally offline. It's totally optional so far, so good. That being said, too, the AI are smart. They're all AI are dumb, but for this game, they actually try to flank you. They actually do put pressure on you in harder levels. We played this on hard last night. We were doing a mission, and it was it was difficult. I mean, it took us about an hour to beat that level, that mission. So it's challenging, and I really like that about this game. You have to communicate with your team in order to succeed. I really like that so far. Now, here's the one thing I can't talk to you guys about, and that's the Dark Zone. Now, the Dark Zone has been this thing that's, everybody's talking about, and I really want to get into it. But sadly, I haven't touched the Dark Zone yet. It's been almost 20 hours of gameplay. I haven't touched it. Why? Because midway through the game, I got glitched. It kept me in the tutorial stage where I was building a base, and I actually couldn't proceed to some of the missions my friends were off doing. And I don't know if it's just me. I know I saw on some threads on Reddit and on the Ubisoft forums that this was happening to other people as well. Not just that, but there's another glitch early on when you're talking to the 30-year-old man with the voice of the toddler, that you're not able to log into, the Division database type of thing to carry on to get the missions. People were stuck on that. There's sometimes you can't see people's faces. So that AC Unity glitch that was freaking people out. This game is buggy. It's very buggy. And I actually had to start another character today to get past that tutorial. And luckily, I was able to. I was able to cut through all the bullshit and do the tutorial missions. And I was able to push forward. But it sucked that I had to do that. And it sucks because I'm really enjoying this game so far. I'm enjoying the gameplay. I'm enjoying the action. I'm enjoying being with my friends shooting shit. But it's the bugs in this game that I know will get fixed, but need to get fixed real soon. So with that being said, the last thing I want to talk about is the looks and the sounds. I talked a little bit about the sounds earlier. The sounds fucking great. Guns sound like guns. Doesn't sound like someone's farting into a mic. It sounds like a machine gun. The looks in this game, when it snows, when there's a blizzard, you feel like you're in a blizzard. And at night, it is some of the most beautiful things I've seen, weather effects wise, in a game. Gorgeous. The game, has gotten a visual downgrade from, what it was shown at E3, but still doesn't mean it's not a beautiful game, because the game is just that stunning. So can I recommend this game to you guys so far? It's still a toss-up to me because of the bugs, because this game is so buggy. I feel like this game needed at least another month or two in the oven before, they released it. But that being said, I still don't know. So hold out for the review. There's so much greatness in this game. It's just being held out by bugs. And if this is the only bug that I've encountered, thank God, because I know it's going to get patched real quick. But with that being said, if you want to know the review and how this outcome for this game is, please hit like, subscribe, share it with your friends. That's how you'll know. You'll get all up to date with all my videos and my review that should be out either by the end of the week or the beginning of next week. You have my word on that. That being said, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video, and please tell me what you've liked from this game and what you don't like. If you agree with me or disagree with me, put it in the comments. I want to start a conversation. That's why I make these videos for. Start a conversation and have a conversation with you guys, not an argument. So that being said, guys, have a great day. And if you're playing The Division, I hope you're enjoying it.